It's training class week, and that always seems to bring an unplanned learning opportunity. And so I come in and usually I test everything out, make sure everything's good to go. And yeah, of course, the road rig decided it does not want to work today. Press my buttons and my red valve should be opening. And it is not opening, at least not in auto. So we're gonna switch over here to hand. And we'll see if it'll run in hand. Of course, it's a two-hand control. Darn it, I can't hold the phone. Well, hold on, I got this fancy new little thingy. Let's see what we can do here. Whoa, look at there. So now I can press the buttons. It is not operating at all. That's very bad. So I go check the logic out, and sure enough, our servo is not okay. Probably the bigger root cause is right there. We have no origin. And I just changed the batteries on the robot, and here you go. That's why you should have a preventive maintenance schedule. And change the batteries before you have an unplanned learning opportunity. I guess I need to work on doing that here and probably making a video series on it. Now, I need to hunt down a battery. Of course, I didn't have one in my parts, so I'm gonna have to steal one off Mary Bruce's stock for trainers. But if you didn't know it, right in the top of this, there's a little release button on the front. And that'll slide off, and there's where your battery goes, which we don't ship them connected. So that'll be a good battery. And yeah, I have to remember to tell Mary Bruce that I've stole that, but I'll probably forget. Then I'll get in trouble. But yeah, we'll put it right back on the shelf. That's probably a bad idea too. And now we can pop the top off of this one. And that battery's right there. You just unplug it. And I should be able to take the new battery. If I can figure out which direction that connector goes. They're really smart. I would have paid attention to the color code before I just jerked that battery out. But I think it went this way. Well, I'm gonna have to use the phone to see because I can't see that far. There we go. And then you can just slide it, kind of place it back on that side. And you're ready to put the cover back on. Then we can go over here. And if I go down just a little bit, I have a nice little AFI on this one rung, but this is how you actually home it. But it seems like when we are simulating brakes, everybody wants to home this thing 50 times. So we'll take that out. Then we'll right click and toggle bit. And when we do, well, pooh, our valve did not move like it was supposed to. Of course, after 5 minutes of scratching my head, and I bet you y'all have already seen it, yeah, I didn't go back online, so need to go communications, who active. And we'll go online. And I should have thought about it because that was really easy to delete that AFI out. But now, and now, since I did mess with the program, I had to decide do I want to upload or download. Well, we're going to upload it. And now we can go back over here and go to our servo routine. And I can take that AFI back out. Which some of y'all may be looking at this being like, well, why do you have this one? Well, this is just to tell me what's going on here. There was a switch we were trying to use that didn't work out, but this tells me whether this thing is actually homed. And so now, when I toggle this, we should see it go to home. Well, it still didn't work. Of course it won't. Good grief. Forgot to hit the safety reset button. Now, I'll toggle off that origin, and we toggle it back on. And there we go. We got our origin back. Now, when I switch it back to auto, that valve should close. There we go. And if I press the buttons, the valve opens. Ball goes up like it's supposed to, and we're good to go. Never a dull moment around here. Hope y'all have a great week.